Hello everyone, I'm Jamie,
I'm Chris.
and we're back with another episode of Cities Skylines. Before we get too far into this, I just wanted to let you guys know that what we're doing here is being narrated after the fact. We actually ran into a,
Audio issue.
the way we recorded in one large chunk, and turns out by the third video, the audio sucked. So we're just going to narrate over what we have here and see what happens. So right now it looks like we're just kind of looking at the city. I don't really know what we're talking about. Looks like we have some residential demand here. Looks like we might be taking care of some of that. So yeah, I think in the future we've got some plans to not have those audio issues, so we don't have to do this, because this sucks. Okay, so there I just suck at building roads, and so I had to build it longer.
You suck in general, dude. Just get over it.
Oh, hurtful. That cuts deep, man.
Come on, bro.
So,
get over it.
Gotta water. And basically the reason that we're doing this, we're re-narrating, is because we honestly didn't want to have to completely restart the entire series, because we've already put together the first 2 episodes. So bear with us for these 2 20-minute segments, roughly, and we'll be back to normal narration, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll drop a couple links down below for the other 2. When you watch the second one, it's gonna suck, because halfway through the episode, the audio starts getting bad. So it starts getting really out of sync. You hear me say something, and then a second later, you'll hear it reverb.
Well,
so
not really in the second one. It would have been this episode.
It was towards the end of the second one, though. Seriously, it was. I listened to it, and towards about halfway through, when I start talking, you could hear the reverb of me. You, not so much. It was more my microphone that did it. Because you're picking it up, and then mine was picking it up. So
the way we were recording it was with the 2 microphones, and we're actually using the one that I use now to record, and it picks up everything, because it's a headset. It's actually, those of you who play Sims 4, it's the SteelSeries Sims 4 headset. And it's got a microphone on it. It works great, except for it also picked him up, who was 2 feet away from me. So, here we are. Let's see. We just did some districts. I don't know when we unlocked the district tool, but I saw that. So, we're looking at the roads here. That's a tractor. I don't know why we were looking at the roads. See, this is why we can't do this. We gotta make sure we get it right next time. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get it right. So the commercial district is Pine District, and if you guys have any suggestions for names, if anyone is watching these, anyone at all, please leave suggestions for names for districts, or even the name of the city down below, and we will definitely look at changing those up for user comments. We definitely want your guys' input if you have them for us. So here, it looks like we have some commercial demand. I don't know if we do anything about it, because I don't remember, because we did this last night, and I have short-term memory loss. And let's see, Christopher is on Twitter. He is not helping at all, which is making this hard. Anything interesting on Twitter? YouTube, it looks like. Why are you loading YouTube? If you load YouTube, it's going to show up here. Isn't it? Okay,
I'm not watching a video, though.
I love this feature of Cities Skylines. You have to come in if you're going to talk.
I mean, it's a good feature.
I love that you can turn off all the
everything, all the
interface,
the UI, if you will, kind of disable most of the UI elements and just kind of look at it.
Yeah, it's so
Now, what
pretty.
I would like is if you could get down on legit ground level and walk around. I wish you could do that.
There is a mod for that. We might have to look into that. Some of the people I've seen do use it. Oh, and looks like here we're going to be adding some more commercial in. And
we did have some commercial demand there.
And we just cut power to the entire residential area.
Because we suck, and they don't need power.
But I did pause it, so you really gotta come in, I think. I'm just
if you guys can't hear me, sorry, because I'm 2 inches away from Jamie's head, and it's a little awkward talking into his head.
Okay, yeah, we definitely cut off power. I was hoping that they would develop down towards the power lines, so we wouldn't have to make that awkward power line looking thing. But they suck, so that's what happened there. I wish wish I could tell how far we were into this video, but iMovie sucks, in case you've ever wondered. We're starting out in iMovie. Eventually, we might be looking into something else.
Like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere or something. It all depends on what we can get our hands on.
We're also looking into a new microphone, something that we might record as one microphone setup, or maybe record with the microphone that Christopher used last time, which is actually just a USB Rock Band microphone.
Because like we said, we're noobs. We don't know what we're doing.
Oh, we totally know what we're doing. We just don't have the equipment. Okay, so here I'm in Traffic++, which is one of the mods. So in this, I'm demonstrating right now how, and actually I didn't demonstrate, but that you can change the lanes that you want them to turn in, and then I think I'm about to show that you can change the speed limits on roads. Yeah, so if you select the roads, and you go down to the speed limit tool, it's very European, obviously, but I think I changed it to 80, so then they can go faster. So now we're a tiny town, really reach a population of 1,300. So, yay, 1,300 people, let's party, woo!
Yeah!
And
I like how you're pointing at the screen, the Mac, pointing at the computer screen, because you're not getting any...
I'm pointing to you, not the people
well,
on
the people
YouTube.
Can't see it. I mean, we could, if you really wanted to, add a camera to it. We could.
But there's a high school, and when we originally recorded this, I definitely said hospital, and Christopher went hysterical when he realized what I said. But I fixed it. It's a high school. So I think that said Boomtown is the next thing. I don't remember. It looks like we're still in Traffic++. What are we doing? How far are we here? So, words and things. And fast forwarding. Oh, to demonstrate. Right. If you notice, I'm still pointing at the computer. But if you notice on that road right there in front of me that they are definitely going faster than the other side of the road because I changed the speed. So that is kind of the idea there. Our crime level is 24%, which is fairly high. I think we're adding, well, it's because we don't have a police station yet, so that's kind of a thing. So I think we're going to add 1, if not 2 police stations in here. There's the one. I think we add one. Do you remember? Do we add one over in the industrial area?
I don't think we did right away.
Oh, apparently we did.
We did? I didn't think we did right away.
We did.
Oh, that was we didn't add the fire station over there right away.
Right, and stuff was burning down like crazy.
So we had to save money and pause the freaking game to get enough money to do that.
Pause?
Yeah,
fast forward.
Fast forward,
we
pause,
had to fast
whatever,
forward.
we did something.
So, yeah, okay. So this is parks. I realized at that point that we hadn't put any parks in. And I was struggling to figure out why that wouldn't go in there until I realized that it would go in there. It's just because there were houses there. So eventually I will put it where I originally wanted it. With the houses there, you can't see the green outline. Like there, you can see a little bit of the green outline that says you can put it here. So I was like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? And then I'm like, oh wait, it does work, obviously, because I just placed it. So, where are we at here? So we have a huge residential demand. Oh, so I think we talked about SimCity here, the fact that SimCity was this one block, and it's the exact same block here, but Cities Skylines enables you to have up to 9 of these blocks that you can unlock. And we actually have a mod installed, but we're not currently using it, that enables you to use 25 of these blocks. So eventually, I'm pointing around here, you can unlock one of these areas, and I think we did unlock one, we just haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, we did unlock one, we just haven't done anything to it, or kind of ignored it for now, because we aren't physically big enough yet to really need to do that.
Eventually, we'll spread out a little and get kind of to where we can use a highway system to get people to go everywhere. Let's see. So I'm extending the one-way system here because I'm going to be adding some more residential to the right here, if we're looking at the screen now. I didn't really want to go back any further because I figured eventually the traffic would start to get pretty bad at the front end of the residential section. And I couldn't build a road there because I didn't have enough money. Anyways, I did this for traffic reasons. I figured keeping it closer to the main road would be a good idea, at least in this case. As we're growing pretty rapidly, so we really don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves with traffic issues. So we've experienced traffic issues like crazy in our other city, for sure.
Yes, very much so. We have.
We had to, I think we talked about this in an earlier episode, but we had to completely rework an entire section of roads, and it was not fun.
More than once. We had to do it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times just to figure it out, and we're still having problems with it. The problem is the AI all want to go to the same spot. They want to go to they're all wanting to go to this one specific spot on this one side of town, so they're all going into the same lane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's creating a big backlog, and then it's screwing up everything else. So we're having a hard time figuring out how to get them to use more than one lane.
Right, and what he's talking about is our industry section, actually. And it's one thing I've learned from watching this series and playing it now a lot is you gotta keep your industry smaller. You really don't want huge industrial sections because industrial just creates so much traffic.
You chunk it. And then keep your industrial traffic out of residential area. When you build it, you separate them as much as possible. For example, here, probably what we're going to end up doing is having the industrial completely cut off from the residential and have the industrial go a totally separate route.
Yeah.
Out of the city. That way it doesn't interfere, because when it gets into residential, then it screws all that up and it gets even worse.
What we're saying is, like, see the commercial area up there, we'll make a road that goes above that and completely bypasses the city, is the idea eventually. Perhaps once if we unlock the tile above that, we might just make a dedicated highway entrance.
That's what I was thinking we were going to do to begin with. Make a dedicated highway. That way we completely bypass residential. Because that's where we ran to our other city that we're working on. Just between us two, that we're not going to upload or anything because it looks so messed up and jacked up.
Maybe for one episode we'll load it up and show you how bad it is.
You can see what we did and how horrible it looks and everything. But in that one, we have... everything's all close together. Like, you have, like, residential, then right next to it is a industrial area, and then there's more residential, and there's this and that, and it's also close, and traffic's getting so screwed up, because you have all the residential coming in to go home, go to the houses and stuff, all the commercial traffic coming in to go to the commercial area, and then all the industrial traffic coming in. They're all coming on the same road, and they're all getting caught up right in that one specific area, and that's why we're trying to separate it, and that's why right here we have everything separated. Like, you want the commercial close to residential, but you want to keep the industrial away, because that's where all the big semis and all the big traffic that will hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, and eventually, and I don't think we've unlocked it yet, but there is a policy that you can unlock for districts. It's the heavy traffic ban. And so I might do that for this main area to kind of force, like, the tractors and the big semi-trucks to go around. And it looks like I forgot to water part of the new commercial area that I built. Gotta water your city.
Exactly. As I keep telling Jamie, it's like you're watering a plant. You gotta water your seed to make it grow.
And it also looks like we were running out of electricity at this point. And I don't think we had quite enough money to place one right away. And now we have money. And we're gonna place... I think we placed a couple. Also, let me know if the game sounds are too high. I've lowered them a lot, and I'm listening to them in my headset right now, and they're decently loud. So if they still need to be lowered, let me know, and we'll try and lower them in-game as well. Because I'm just lowering them after the fact now. So, and again, this was recorded all as one. These first 4 episodes were recorded back-to-back, so if you're seeing something we missed, I'm sorry, we'll fix it eventually if I don't know, we're recording a whole bunch ahead of time before this even goes on YouTube. So, good to know for you guys, I guess. Okay, so we added a couple of wind turbines, and we definitely have a large residential demand, and a little bit of a industrial about a medium commercial. So I don't remember what we do about this. We're kind of just sitting right now. What were we waiting on? Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head.
Maybe we were just
I think we were talking about more residential. What we're going to do with residential, I think. I think we were talking about which way we're going to take it. Because we obviously built that little part that's jutting out the bottom there. We're talking about how we're going to do that, what we're going to do with it, and exactly how we're going to form it. Because we were I remember at one point we were talking about how you do the stub end roads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I think that's later. I think that's in the next episode. We actually talked about that and actually did that.
The windy roads.
But I think we were thinking or talking about that at that point in time, talking about how we're going to do it, where we're going to do it, how we're going to keep, and how we're going to get the commercial over there, and how we're going to keep because we need to because we haven't even built the high school yet. So
no,
that we built. I think that's the next episode.
That's the next episode.
I think that's the next episode. So I think we're talking about all this stuff. I think we're kind of pre-planning, kind of how we're going to do it.
So,
I think.
So what he's talking about is in our other city, and from my experience watching this, is we found that a bunch of windy, dead-end roads kind of helps with traffic. If you have a couple main roads that work well. So you'll see that later on. It won't be in this episode, as it looks like we're getting down to the last couple minutes here. So, let's see. This is a new industrial. This is definitely not industrial. This is a residential section. That would be really dumb to put industrial here, because all of our citizens would get sick. So that would be pretty bad.
Yeah, see, we were talking about, I think we were talking about residential there, how we're going to do the residential, what we're going to do, and how much we're going to put in and stuff.
Now, originally, I wasn't going to put housing right along that main road, just for traffic reasons, but apparently I decided to just go with it, because we had a huge demand. So that's what we did there. Let's see. I'd really like to know what that dark area is up there, because usually the different colored land is like fertile area, oil, or things like that. Maybe it's ore, I don't know. But, have we unlocked that menu? We might have. We'll have to take a look at that next time we load the game. And we just added some industrial to hopefully take care of our demand there. And it looks like we're getting close to the end of the episode, so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll have the audio fixed for next time. So again, I'm Jamie.
I'm Chris.
And yeah, hope to see you again next time, and enjoy the series. Bye.
Peace out.